Fancy lad.
Fancy lad.
Fancy
Podcast. Fancy lad.
Fancy
Podcast. Gonna talk to my friends. Gonna share a
Fancy
thought.
lad.
Gonna have a laugh. That's what I
Fancy
thought.
lad.
Fancy lad.
Fancy
Fancy
lad.
podcast. Fancy lad. Fancy lad
Fancy lad.
podcast. Yeah.
And we are back.
Oh, yes, we are back
On the Fancy Lad podcast.
in the Fancy Lab Podcast studio.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, to all of you crazy, sweaty and deranged fans out there,
Oh, yeah.
I don't want you to get confused.
Right.
Because you might have heard Big Zo on the Poundcast.
Oh, have they?
They might have.
Interesting. By now?
I
don't know.
I think if they're a Patreon subscriber to the Poundcast,
Oh, cool. Well, hey.
I think they get a little sneak peek of the episode.
Well, for all those non-Poundcast Patreon subscribers, this is the Fancy Lad Podcast.
And you would have no clue what the fuck I'm talking about because the episode wouldn't even be out by now. So.
Right. But that's fucking sick. We should talk about that.
Well, I mean, I don't even think that we have to. I just kind of was excited and that maybe we were going to get some more listeners because it seems like a lot of people listen to the Poundcast.
Oh, so this is a yell exit for all the new Poundcast listeners that we've gained from going over there and saying, "Hey, listen, we exist.
We exist.
Come over. The water's fine. You're gonna love the sweaty and deranged fans over here."
You've heard these clowns, Doug
Mhm.
and Brent.
God, boy, are they clowns.
Now get down with these other clowns,
That's
Big and Tom.
yeah, and that's you, Big.
Mm-hmm.
Call him Big Zo. Some call him Big Zo. You know, those in the know.
Yep. Hence the clown, Big
Mhm.
Zo.
Right. And I'm
And-
Tom.
Tom,
No one calls me Big Zo.
also known as Hot T,
Also known as Hot Tea.
as his rap name.
Obviously, don't let me steep too long. Get
Like-
better.
Yep.
Yeah.
A hit off of his first album.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yep.
So yeah. So they know. So the Sweaty and Deranged fans know, and now the new people know as well.
Dude, and I was thinking, call me crazy.
Okay.
I'm just going to mention this on the podcast now.
Do it. Please do.
Dude, if you're down, dude,
Mhm.
I will make beats for your newest Hot Tea album.
Oh, dude, Hot Tea needs beats for his new album for sure.
Dude, I think it's actually a really good idea.
Dude, Hot Tea, he's been quiet for too long,
That's what I'm saying.
and I feel like he has a lot to say.
And he could spit rhymes about the most inane subjects.
The most inane,
Inane and insane.
dude.
Inane in the membrane.
That is a good song idea.
I was thinking album name, but either or. Either
Well,
or
I
is fine.
was thinking that would be like the album track,
Mhm.
you know.
Mhm.
But that's a great idea, dude. Hot Tea needs to come back.
I actually, okay, all jokes aside,
Mm-hmm.
you could make $1 million.
I can make probably $2 million,
You can make $2 million, and I'll make a fraction of that
Mhm.
being the one that actually made the beats,
like $20, we'll say.
which I'll take.
I know you will.
I mean, all these rappers,
Mhm.
Tupac, Shakur,
Mhm.
Notorious B.I.G.,
Oh yeah, so notorious.
they probably made a lot of money.
I'm sure they did,
They probably made more than the people making the beats.
but I feel like the two people that you gave as examples may have made more money post mortem,
That's true.
which is
true.
unfortunate.
But
Still a lot of money.
Puff Daddy also probably made way more money post-mortem for the B.I.G. one.
Puff Daddy,
Yeah, he made the beats for Biggie, right?
but Puff Daddy's not dead.
No, I know.
Oh,
Biggie is. I'm saying he went on to make a lot more money.
Oh, he scared the shit out of me.
I know.
I thought Sean Puffy Combs
Yep.
was dead.
Yeah.
Puff Daddy.
No.
Puffy.
Exactly.
P. Diddy.
Exactly.
P. Did. San Diego PD.
Right.
That's what he goes by now, I think, right? San Diego PD.
Definitely. But, I'm more of a Wu-Tang Clan man myself.
Dude, absolutely. I mean, myself as well, but also got to give respect.
And I know that about you, but I think it's weird that you go around and you don't actually say that. You just tell people that you're a Klansman. And I don't know if that's the best approach.
Probably not. But, you know, you gotta give respect to Guru from
Gangstar?
Guru from Gangstar. Who's from Roxbury.
Yeah. Roxbury, Mass?
Roxbury, Massachusetts.
Oh, wow. I don't know how I didn't know that.
The one we're in.
I mean, I'm such a big fan of local music,
Mm-hmm.
such as New Kids on the Block
Mm-hmm.
and Aerosmith. You'd
And-
think I would know.
And New Edition.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Duh. Duh.
You're just a big Bobby Brown fan, really.
Right.
Yeah.
Modern Lovers,
Mhm.
you know, et cetera, et cetera. The list goes on.
Oh, yeah. The Cars.
They're from Boston?
Right. I feel like we just had this
I
conversation.
think we did mention this on a podcast.
I don't think it was on the podcast. I think it was Van Talk. Our other unrecorded podcast where we just are talking in the van.
Wait, is this an episode of Van Talk?
I think it might be.
Hey, and you're back on another episode of Van Talk here in the van.
Oh, yeah. Here in the van. The new Fancy Lad van.
Exactly, Chevy Express.
Mm-hmm.
And we're here talking vans on the Van Talk.
Oh, yeah. In this one, this new Chevy Express that you picked up, Big Zo?
Yep.
Running like a dream.
Ah,
Running
God,
like
it really
a dream.
is. And the best part about it,
Mhm.
it's got these side pockets on the doors where you can fit your foot-long Subway sub.
Dude, I've noticed that. That's the first thing I noticed,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
Perfect sub pouch.
Yeah, and you're not the only one to have said it.
Really? Multiple people
That was
have
the
pointed
first thing Benton said as well.
Really?
Yeah.
That is insane. But, you know, great minds
Great Minds got foot-long Subway subs on the mind.
all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, $5. There's still $5 for a foot long, right?
Probably for the Veggie Delight.
I don't know. We'll have to look into it. But, you know what? This isn't $5 foot long talk. This is van talk.
No. And, you know, the best thing is, the first thing about Van Talk is, as we mentioned earlier,
Mhm.
it's our unrecorded podcast
Right.
that we don't release.
Right. Exactly.
So it's kind of crazy that people are listening to this right now.
I know this is a rare moment. I'm not quite sure how it's working. I don't understand the science behind it.
But while we're here, let's just give a fucking big fucking fat yell exit
Big fat old yellow exit.
to Lucas Hudson.
Dude, big fat old yellow exit to Lucas Hudson.
Mm-hmm.
Winner.
Of the Fancy Lad Van giveaway.
Oh, man. What a good... And I believe Lucas is coming to claim that prize.
He should be. I think he's coming in about a week.
That is fantastic.
Yeah. All the way from Memphis, Tennessee.
Mm-hmm. And we don't want to give his exact whereabouts out, but we hear
Address
he lives
is
at,
243
Mhm.
Main Street.
I was going to say it's Main Street, right?
Yep.
In Nashville.
No, Memphis.
Nashville is a part of Memphis.
Is it?
It's a... No.
I was like, wait a second. I'm not from Tennessee. You could
No.
be pulling a fast one on me.
I could be, but I wouldn't be doing that on Van Talk.
No.
And not when we're honoring Lucas Hudson,
I know.
winner of the van. And you know what? Thanks to all the sweaty and deranged listeners that entered the raffle.
True.
You know, another few years, maybe it'll be another van raffle. Who's to say?
No, this baby's going to last at least 10 years.
Yeah, that's what I mean by
At
a few.
least.
That's what I mean by a few. Another decade.
Yeah, no, we should have Lucas Hudson on the podcast.
Dude, we're going to have to, once Lucas Hudson, do you think we should do it before or after?
Oh, well, we should do it
While
before he leaves.
Yeah,
with
while
the van.
Lucas is here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes.
We'll have to ask him for his Vax card.
We're gonna have to ask. We're gonna have to ask him for his Vax card for sure.
Yeah. Well, this was a hell of an episode of Van Talk.
Yep, and you'll never hear another one. So thanks again.
All right, bye.
Bye.
And we're back on the Fancy Lad podcast.
Oh, and that was a fantastic episode of Van Talk. But
Oh, God. You know, hearing an episode like that just makes me want to.
oh man, dude, you know what? Not gonna lie, I'm really jealous. Couldn't hold it.
Couldn't hold what exactly?
I couldn't not crack this delicious, delicious clown shoes brand. Rainbows are real.
Oh,
Mhm.
Rainbows are real.
Rainbows, they are real. First and foremost, rainbows are in fact real.
Mm-hmm.
But that is what also the name of this beer.
Oh, nice,
And I
dude.
couldn't wait to crack it.
Because I cracked into a fucking sparkling liquid death over here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting choice.
For now.
So that's the black can.
Yeah, black can. I'm trying to murder my thirst.
Mm-hmm. And obviously I could tell it's the black can because I can see it's a black can.
Right.
But so you're trying to murder your thirst. You having thirst issues over there, Big Zo? You a little thirsty, boy? Did you get thirsty today? Were you out skating at the new skate park?
I'm just hungry. I've just got this thirst for murder, and I have to murder something. So,
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Interesting.
yeah.
That is an interesting take. You gotta.
Interesting take.
It's not your thirst that you're worried about. It's just your desire and need to murder. And the only way to satiate that is by actually murdering something. So, why not murder your thirst?
What better than your thirst?
That's a good thing. Well, I'm doing
Maybe
the
your
exact,
hunger.
I'm doing the exact opposite.
Maybe your hunger.
Dude, murder your hunger.
Yeah.
That should be Domino's slogan.
It really should.
Dude, they know how to do it.
Should we announce here on the podcast that Domino's is kind of like an unofficial sponsor with all the $5.99 deals that we get?
Dude, I feel like like
And the
honestly,
pizza points that we rack up.
we should kind of announce that. Yeah, we've been getting hooked up pretty hard by Domino's,
Mhm.
and you can too. You just go to, you could use the app. You could probably go in store. You could call,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a coupon for $5.99 for at least 2 items or two medium topping pizzas.
And I think we should tell the people our go-to pizza right now.
Yeah, what's your go-to Domino's?
You know what?
And are you doing your one just tell me your go-to order.
I'm telling you my go-to, but I'm also telling my last order that I switched it up as well.
Mhm.
So my go-to order is the handmade pan pizza with the garlic parmesan sauce instead of the tomato sauce with jalapenos and banana peppers. That's my go-to. That's what I've had the majority of every time I order Domino's. Now, the last time I ordered, I switched it up. I got the garlic handmade pan pizza, garlic parmesan sauce with spinach and diced tomatoes. And it was delicious.
That sounds fantastic. Now, I'm going to tell you what I usually get. I usually get 2 pizzas because I'm thinking, you know what? I'm ordering Domino's.
Hand toss for both?
I usually do. I'll tell you, lately I've been doing just the 2 pan, but I was hitting it real heavy with 1 hand tossed and 1 pan. So I'll tell you what my ultimate order is if I'm feeling like a real piece of shit.
Here we go.
So, hand tossed with the barbecue. I think it's honey barbecue sauce. And then get some pepperoni. Used to do bacon, but lately I've been doing the Italian sausage.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one is actually the exact fucking same. The garlic parmesan, jalapenos. Oh, wait, no, I get jalapenos and pineapple. You said banana peppers, didn't you?
Yeah.
I get jalapenos, pineapple. With the garlic parmesan on the regular pan. I have got it on the fatty one, which is
handmade.
when you get 2
Fatty one's a
pizzas
lot.
like that, it's too much.
I usually don't eat the whole fatty thing, but the hand tossed, I'll finish the whole thing 100% of the time.
Well, that's the reason that I've not been getting the
fatty
confused.
Bobatti.
The fatty Bobatti. Let's just call it the fatty Bobatti because the names are all way too similar.
Hand
for me to
tossed,
remember.
handmade pan.
Right, there we go. They both have hand in it.
I know.
God.
You go to
Is it
Domino's,
tossed or is it pan?
you know you're going to get a good handy.
Absolutely. You know, any way you slice it.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time it's in 8 slices, but
But those fatty Bobattis, I usually can't finish them quick enough. And after 2 days of having like Domino's leftovers of these fatty Bobattis, you're like, and they also fucking knock you on your ass.
well, now people who are listening will know what to order us from Domino's if they want to order us pizza while we do the podcast
Oh, that would be awesome.
as a gift to us.
Ah, man, we can just post online. We'll just say doing the podcast tonight. This time,
Send the pizza to the Jamaica Plains skate park,
Yep.
and then we'll pick it up there and we'll go do the podcast.
when we post it, people. Well, I'll gladly give away the address to the Fancy Lab Podcast Studio if it means some free Domino's pizza.
Hold on, let me hit the soundboard real quick.
Whoa!
Dude, was that a fucking chorus?
I think that was that's the whoa button. I think it doubles up every time you hit it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And I think we should try to talk to a skater
Mm-hmm. Do you think
who
that likes Domino's?
probably has to eat Domino's because they live in such a fucking godforsaken state that doesn't have a house of pizza on every corner like Massachusetts.
Oh God.
I'm thinking California, IA.
Oh God, man! Don't get me started on the fucking pizza situation out there.
I
Oh,
know.
we lived at the same place,
Right.
so we dealt with the exact same pizza issues.
I know. I got one pizza that was like fucking $40 from California Pizza Kitchen. Don't get me started.
Oh my God, I never even went there. I only went to the Little Caesars and the fucking. There was some weird place that you could get essentially just like a slice of DiGiorno, but it was good. Get that and a cup of honey mustard.
Yeah, it's weird that's like the one place that you could actually get like a good slice is Pizza Nizza with that Salmon Naga owns. Yellows at Salmon Naga.
Big yellow exits. I'm gonna go.
Label Kills.
I don't think I ever went
Legend. Yeah, it's weird. It's like the one place where I had a good slice in like all of like California that I've been.
there. Damn. Well, guess he makes good pizza. I hear there's good pizza out there now. Pizza. If there's anyone out there, in
Yeah, I'm
California,
sure there
that
is.
You know.
This was 10 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. And it was in Ceres, which is near Modesto. So it
Right.
was like,
Yeah.
you know. But that's a good idea. Let's find someone who has to eat Domino's because they you know.
They're probably, living the dream,
Mhm.
living out of a van,
Mhm.
eating Domino's.
That does sound like a dream, honestly.
Yeah. All right, well, let's take a break. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Yankee Doodle came to town without his macaroni hat. All he wore was a crown, about 8 gold rings, some Louis Vuitton, and I'm pretty sure he had clown shoes on. He was walking with a strut like I never seen, and he drinking from a can so crisp and clean. So we introduced ourselves just to see what was good. After all, he was new in our neighborhood.
Well, my name's Crookle Sam, and I'm here to say that I make a mango kush in an American way. The natural mango flavors really make it the tops, not to mention all the
Shoe melon hops.
Mango American Kush from Clown Shoes Beer is conveniently available throughout the year. So what do you say, boys? Have a drink with me?
Yeah, I'll take one. Yo, I'll take 3.
For more information on Clown Shoes Beer or where to purchase Clown Shoes Beer, visit www.clownshoesbeer.com.
Yeah.
And we are back.
Oh yeah, and that was a good break.
Oh, my God. Don't get me started.
Yeah, one of those breaks I've been dreaming about.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth.
I know. I figured you might say it because that was in my dream too.
The prophecy is true.
Yeah, the dreams have expanded. Now they include the coming back from the break.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's fucked.
That's some Inception type shit.
Mhm.
But let me just introduce our very special guest that we happen to find on the break.
That's a good idea.
Dan Corrigan,
Hi.
L.A. native. Is that where you're living?
That's where I'm living now, but I'm from Baltimore, Maryland.
Oh, sweet. East Coast.
Oh, Baltimore.
That's right.
Dude, do you,
East Crust.
Have you watched The Wire?
I live The Wire.
Oh my
Fun fact
God.
about The Wire, there's a skate spot in Baltimore called The Wire because the way that we found it was watching The Wire, and
We
then we
skated
found
there.
out that it was filmed there, and then we asked someone, like someone knew someone who was like an extra on it, and they asked where the location was, and that's how we got the pin to the spot.
We skated that spot a few years ago when we were on tour, and I was like, oh, they were like, yeah, it's a spot. They said it was a location they used on The Wire, and I was like, holy
Yeah,
shit,
it was
this is
like a
going to be
meeting spot.
awesome. Yeah, it was fucking sick.
Yeah.
That spot, that's a really fun spot,
Did you
too.
skate for the
It is.
VU skate shop?
I used to ride for View, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, Gary brought us there.
Yeah, Gary rules. He's been like murdering it for like ever. He's always been the best.
He's the man.
Media skateboards.
That's right. Yeah. The
Yeah.
Jonas Ray was on media too, right?
I don't remember. My favorite was Adam McNatt.
Yeah. Yeah. Adam was sick. Adam was
Yeah.
sick.
Because his
Gary
part,
was the hometown hero though, so that's the only reason I really kept up with media.
yeah, his part in the 4-on-1 profile where he does that long 50-50 and then nollie flips out.
Dude, someone tried to tell me that spot wasn't made. Someone tried to tell me that was a natural spot, and I was like, "There's no way."
Yeah, that'd be too crazy. We got to get Adam on the podcast and get to the bottom of this.
Yeah. See if that's just a rumor.
But this isn't the Adam McNatt episode. No. This is the
No.
very special Dan Corrigan episode.
Mhm.
and we got a lot of ties with you. Actually, we got 2 fellow ex-teammates on Fancy Lad. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh, that's right. Wait, we have 2.
2.
Oh, Matt Tomasello,
That's right.
1031.
Yep.
Yeah, and then John Benton, my favorite skater in the world.
Johnny B. That's right.
John Benton's your favorite skater as well.
He's definitely up there, man. He's one of the people who got me into slappies. Like watching him slappy, I was like, oh, I want to do that, and now that's what I do.
We keep hearing it, you know.
And
he's
then we're like,
he's the fan favorite.
You just must
He's an
not really
influencer,
know
for
the
sure.
guy.
Yeah.
And then we say, wait, but you've seen Matt Tomasello.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. Well. Yeah. I have. What's funny is I remember when we went on the trip, and he was like really quiet, and everyone thought he was kind of weird, and I was kind of quiet, and I think everyone thought I was kind of weird. And then me and him like just didn't talk really the entire trip. And I remember like seeing how his board control was, and I was just like, oh, he's gonna do some weird shit with that like later down the line. And now he can't even skate a regular board because he has too much board control. He has to make contraptions.
Well, he just gets too bored with it.
Yeah, you see him
Must be
skate.
nice.
You skate him. You see him skate a regular board. Your eyes are just gonna melt out of your head.
It's a favor to the rest of us, is why he won't.
It honestly
regular
is.
board.
If you go skate with him, it's like you have to like Big Zo and I are both a little bit dead inside because you just have to just completely take him out of the equation.
Well, you
because-
weren't even skating with us yesterday, and
something big must have happened.
yeah, well, you know, my back's hurt, so I was just filming. But we were skating, and you know, he was killing it. He was fucking destroying it. And I was like, "Do you sure you don't want me to film you on the phone? Because we haven't made an edit in a long time for Instagram." And he's like, "Nah." He's like, "I'm the best I've ever been right now at skating, and I think that's why I don't really care to film it all right now." I'm like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, he's greedy. It sounds like he's an asshole now that you're talking about him.
Seriously.
Like,
But
why
he's-
won't he let us see what he's doing?
I think it's because now his standard is even so much higher that this trivial stuff that we think is gold, he knows is just child's play now.
Yeah, he's like, nah, that's not good.
He knows.
I hate people like that.
He said he wants to delve into the handrail NBDs. He's ready.
Oh, he's going to the real dark side.
Oh yeah.
If
Yeah,
he
so-
puts on a soap shoe and flamingos down a handrail, I'll French kiss him for sure.
As you should.
Gilly grind.
Gilly
that's
grind's
called?
close to that.
Gilly
No,
grind.
no.
Yeah, well, not a flamingo, but yeah.
That's
Gilly, he could gilly grind.
That's the
though.
Willy grind where
With-
you have your back foot
yeah.
on the rail.
Oh,
dragging your back foot.
behind
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
Some say it
I
was
remember
invented
watching
by.
Dave Berman do that on accident, right?
I was gonna say some say it was invented by Ben Gilly by accident. Some say it was invented by Dane Berman on purpose.
Oh, I didn't know that his was on purpose.
Yeah.
Berman did it. Well, Berman said he based it off of
Ben Gilly's
bales. Yeah.
That's why it's the
Interesting.
Gilly
If you
grind,
listen
dude.
if you listen to the Dane Berman episode of the Fancy Lad podcast, you'll get all that information.
Well, I need to go do that. I watched the Pastor's one, and then I watched what other one did I just watch? I watched another one. Oh, Matt Price, because I love Matt.
Oh,
Nice.
Matt's a sweet guy.
He really was.
Fantastic.
He felt like an instant one
Instant
of those
buddy.
instant best friends
Mhm.
where you're like,
Yes.
oh wow, if I actually was hanging out with you in person, we would just have the best time.
Yeah, you would definitely have the best time with Matt. He's definitely a sweetie. I've only gone out with him a couple times, and all those times that I went out with him, I was like, you know what? You're my favorite.
What are you drinking there?
The Baja Blast, my friend.
Oh
Only the
my
finest
god,
Good.
so jealous, so jealous.
Yeah, when the big bucks start rolling in, you know.
It's no Domino's, but what's your go-to Taco Bell order?
I'm a Papa John's guy. My go-to Taco Bell order is a bean and cheese rice burrito, but no nacho cheese. I substitute it for the 3-cheese blend and then no sauce.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Subbing it
Getting
for the
re-
3-cheese blend. I never
Very.
thought of that.
I've noticed a lot of people I've met from California get real heavy into subbing stuff at Taco Bell, which I had like never even thought
Yeah.
of beforehand. But
Same.
Legs was always like, oh, you get this and you get it grilled, and ask them to put the potatoes in it and do this
They
meat
treat it
instead
like
of this
Subway.
meat. And I was like, holy shit! And you just ask them, and they're like, okay, and they do it, and it's fucking great.
Yeah, I just learned that they have black bean substitutes. I didn't even know they had black beans. You can just ask for black beans.
Oh, holy shit!
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Wonder
new
how-
info to me.
I wonder if that's a new thing or you've just never known.
You're a vegetarian, Dan?
No, I eat everything.
Nice.
You just kind of
Well,
feel like
Sometimes I
if
just
you're
want
at,
to really taste the cheese, you know?
Yeah.
yeah, sometimes at a place like at like Taco Bell or a place like Domino's, I'm like, do I really need this quality of meat if I'm going to eat meat? It's
The
just
answer
gonna
is
taste
no.
It's just going to taste the same with all the other stuff. It's just going to taste just as
Exactly.
good,
Let me get those condiments. Let me taste the condiments. That's really what's going to come through.
Yeah, instead of the ground beef, could you just put a bunch of ketchup in there?
I gotta ask though, are you living out of your van currently?
Nope, I ran that for 3.5 years, and then I just moved into a spot in Long Beach. My
Wow.
buddy Dale.
Why'd you let the dream slip away?
Because I woke up and I was like, oh, I should probably have a place to shower more consistent. COVID really screwed it up because it was like, obviously I was showering at Planet Fitness. Well, all the gyms were closed down.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, well, I guess I'll just bum my friend Dale's shower. And I ended up going there so much, I was like, I should probably pay rent and move in. So that's what I did.
Yeah.
But
Well,
then my
that's
van
cool.
was just stolen the other day. So it worked out.
Is that the same van that you were living in?
Yeah.
And do you mind me asking what type of van it is? From
Mazda MPV 2002.
MPV. Is that a full-size van or a minivan?
I think it's a minivan, some soccer mom van that I got it because the seats fold into the floor, so I could always fold them up if I wanted to, have more people in there. But it was really easy to sleep in.
You do not have to explain to us why new minivans are awesome. We've been in enough of the newer minivans to be like, holy shit, these are way better than minivans used to be. Like, especially the fucking seats folding into the floor, like the one Lex had the other day.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
That's a big one. I mean, I need to at least because I wouldn't get a conversion van because you can't take the seats out.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I would got to get the club wagon where you can actually take the seats and just have the whole thing open. Very important. Very important.
Well, that's why I got the Honda Fit. I can live in here too. The seat folds into the floor. So when I'm going cross country, actually, I'll stop by Boston for sure.
You should.
In September, I think me and the lady are going to come cross country. I really want to skate eggs, and I want to skate that hubba that it looks like people have been skating. My friend Nate Greenwood just did some shit on it. It's like a baby little 5-stair hubba that everyone's been skating.
That's
Nate
in Western
Greenwood.
Mass. That's at UMass Amherst.
Oh, that one?
That's in Amherst.
Yeah, I want to skate.
You might have just seen it in like the DGK clip that they posted earlier today as well.
Yeah, probably.
Chaz Ortiz skating it.
We'll show you around. We know every spot in the area.
But you'll be passing right through there, and there's tons of spots around there. So if you stop at that campus, you'll find tons of shit.
Very sexy. Yeah, definitely. It'd be cool to see Matt again, too. I haven't seen him since that fucking trip.
Yeah. Wait, before I ask you about the 1031, I was just wondering, I heard that you got like a lot of almost like people thought you were the first skater that had COVID.
Oh, yeah.
And people kind of thought you were doing it just for the attention or something. Or
Really? I haven't heard that, but it's
I
true.
thought you were
I
getting
did do
some
it for the
hate
attention.
for it.
Yeah. No, I faked it for sure.
That's
Yeah,
weird.
exactly. I don't know.
That's weird that would be people's immediate reaction to it. It's like, he's faking it. He's doing it for the views.
Yeah. So
That was word on the street.
It was really early on. Like I was like one of the earlier skaters to get it. I heard that Alexis Sablon got it before me though. Yeah.
Damn. So you
Fucking
weren't the
snub.
first.
Yeah, I'm a little pissed, but she
You
probably
got the
faked it,
silver.
to be honest. Yeah, I got the silver. But like I made a video about like what my symptoms were just because everyone was like kind of freaking out and nervous about it. And then like I lost my sense of smell and taste. I never got it back. I still can't smell or taste.
Damn, that sucks.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
you'd think
fucked.
it'd make me eat a lot healthier, but here I am still eating Taco Bell.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, it sucked. I definitely did it for the fans.
Yeah. Well, I got
Worth
COVID
it.
too.
Did you?
Not to brag.
Well,
But I just
how
want to
bad
let
was
you
it?
know.
Yeah.
I wasn't that bad at all, actually. I just, I've said time and time again, it was like a common cold where I just had like 2 weeks of diarrhea.
Oh, that's not that bad at all. That's like a common cold plus the burrito I just got.
Exactly.
Yeah. I haven't had a solid movement in 6 years, so yeah.
I was just curious if you actually had any, but I guess not. I guess that was just all hearsay,
Yeah, I didn't hear anything about that side of me faking it. That's cool if people think that though.
Yeah.
That is very cool. You're right.
Yeah.
Dude, you are right.
1031, you had a part in the Get Bent video, right?
I did not. No, I got on right after Get Bent came out. In fact, the Get Bent video was what kind of motivated me to send him a tape.
Nice.
Yeah, but like, yeah, right after. And then I think me and Matt got on like exactly around the same time. But he stayed on the team. He got put fully on the team, and after that trip, I got kicked off.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I wasn't sick nasty enough.
You and Matt had that opportunity. You could have talked to each other and bonded about your love for Baja Blast. Because Matt's a big Baja Blast boy.
I believe it. I mean, like.
Although I feel like you get a van full of skaters, odds are pretty good. You got some Baja Blast boys in there.
I'm pretty sure there's like 100% chance the majority. Who isn't Baja Blaster? That's not even a skateboarding thing. That's like I have taste buds.
Oh, that's I've gone to Taco Bell and know that it exists, so of course I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Now, I heard from an inside source that you just can't ever commit to a sponsor, and that's why.
No, I'm a slut.
But why is that?
Own it.
Well,
own it.
To quote my friend Kat, I'm in a polyamorous board sponsor situation where like I just have multiple board sponsors. No, what actually? So 1031,
is this Kat Williams or?
Yeah, I wish. Now my friend Kat's eye. 1031, I got kicked off. They kicked off everyone there. They kicked off me. I think they kicked off Rick Rossi. They kicked off Donovan Rice. Like for whatever reason, SpeedTech just like cleaned house. And so after that trip, the only people that were left, I think, were my friend Trent Hazelwood, and then Matt, and then everyone else got kicked off.
Yeah.
And then
even Cyril.
Yeah. No, Cyril left for
Okay.
Baker. Yeah, he got that opportunity, and obviously he's going to take that. Yeah. Well, I don't know. They don't have a skull with wings as their logo, but whatever. Not everyone can own that. Yeah. And then after that, I was on Friendship for a long time. Like 4 years or something like that.
We just rewatched the Friendship edit.
Yeah, the Barracks United Nations with our buddy Johnny B there.
And we couldn't help but notice that it seemed like people weren't all there at the same time.
Yeah, when I was there, it was just Tubbsy, me, and I think Kane. I think we're the only three that were there when I was there.
Well, that's a pretty fun. Sounds like a pretty fun crew, though.
I heard that.
It was a pretty fun crew.
I heard that board transfer was first try though.
I don't remember. Oh, down the 4 block. Yeah.
First rip,
first tee.
Yeah. Well, it's literally just like a glorified bomb drop, so it's not really like the trick's not like hard at all. I think it's just like it's like the pop shove it tail grab of the modern era. It looks like it's a thing, but it's not.
Yeah, I've never tried it, but I think the hard thing is actually holding on to the board that you were riding in the first place.
Yeah. I've like dorked around with that trick down like bigger sets, and I fall because I like when you take in the impact, the board hits the ground that's in your hand, and it just kind of jars you weird.
Yeah.
It's not the mode.
I thought 1031 was cool. I thought it was a pretty punk company, Not to say friendship's not punk. Not to say friendship's not punk.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I would say that 1031 felt more like Rancid than it felt like Minor Threat. I don't think it was like punk.
But an Outcome the Wolves is a good album.
Well, yeah, I've never heard it, but I'm going to agree with you because,
nice.
Podcast.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that.
This guy has etiquette.
I know. He's got the banana hat, icon just looking like his hat there. He's got it all.
Yeah, I like that banana. Someone actually drew like my face on a banana thing. Like, there's like a cartoon thing. I gotta find that. I might make that my new icon because it's so fucking funny.
So what's your current sponsor now? Do you have a board sponsor?
Yeah.
Revive?
No, 3 block. My girlfriend rides for Revive.
Oh, your girlfriend rides for Revive. Hell yeah.
Yeah, my girlfriend rides for Revive. 3 block is basically Revive's sister company that they're going more for like not like the YouTube side of things. It's just supposed to be like a board company. Like Jason Parker rode for it for a minute.
Right.
But he switched to Revive, obviously, because those are going to sell a lot better. But the deal is now, like, I'm supposed to sort of have some sort of team manager-esque role with 3 blocks, so I get to kind of build a team and stuff. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I was wondering, because I saw all the videos on your YouTube of you skating the Braille skate park.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I just went there last weekend. They got mad at me because of the anti-Braille video, though. So...
Did they? Oh, they did did they really get mad about that? They didn't think it was
funny?
I heard
that. I ruffled a few feathers, but I don't think Aaron or any of those people cared. I just think, like, I don't know if you watched it. Like, I wasn't even mean. I was like,
No,
kind
we
of
did
like,
watch it. I thought it was cheeky.
yeah, it was like,
Yeah.
it was like kind of
And
like,
it was really
throw
only
them
cheeky
off.
in like the first few
5
minutes
yeah,
or something
yeah.
when
Yeah.
you're saying all those bad cuss words and talking about FA and hockey.
yeah.
And those
yeah,
were
it didn't
honest.
really get
Those
that
were honest,
racist.
respected opinions.
Yeah, that's how I felt. I was just like, I'm just, and I think the thumbnail is what kind of bummed some people out though. Where I
Oh,
was
the
like,
anti-braille.
yeah, and it was like Ricky Glazer, and it said like, I hate skate. He always says like, I like skate.
Yeah.
And so I think that might have ruffled a few feathers, but I don't think any of the higher ups mind it. I just think like, maybe some people who work there weren't too excited. I think they didn't watch the whole video though.
How did you get into the YouTube vlogging? Was that after you got on 3 Block or was that before?
It was when I was writing for PAL. So one of the first people that I met out here was Dale Decker, and he's a YouTuber. And I also like knew John Hill from a while ago, and like I saw like the kind of money that they were making, and it seemed to me when I started skating with Dale a bunch, I was like, oh, you literally just like film your day and then you get a paycheck. So I want to do that. And then like I kind of held off on it for a while because I was working at Keen Ramps, and I really liked my job, and it just, I don't know, felt kind of cozy. But then Corey expressed that he wanted to like do a Keen Ramps YouTube, and I was like, well, if I'm going to do your YouTube, I might as well do my own YouTube. So I just pulled the trigger, and now I pay my bills by filming my friends with my cell phone.
And it is from the YouTube revenue. It's not from the pro royalty sponsors.
Nope, nothing like that. Yeah, I'm not, bro. I'm probably flow for life, baby.
Dude, hell yeah.
That's fucking sick.
That's what I like to hear.
That's where I want to be. No pressure. Yeah, I don't think I've ever sent any footage to any of my sponsors.
I've talked about this a while. I don't really fully grasp, and I'm sure it's a secret of the pros, but I don't grasp how the algorithm works, how you go from starting with 0 and getting that huge following.
On like YouTube?
Yeah.
That
one's over my head. Maybe it's message boards, maybe it's something that I'm missing, some key element.
Yeah, there's actually a slap message boards for YouTubers. It's called a crap message board, and it's just, like clickbait secret. No, it's honestly, I think I got like a good start just from like some of my other YouTube friends like mentioning me. Because mostly Dale. And then when I switched to 3 Block, I got a shout out on Andy Schrock's channel. And then I don't know, like I feel like my videos are kind of different than a lot of the other vloggy guys, because I literally just like skate and talk shit and then try to pull like a really clickbaity bullshit thumbnail out of the video, and then it's just like just me and my friends skating. And I think the fact that like I talk shit on people in the industry and outside of the industry, I think a lot of other skaters were kind of scared to do that because they were already sort of outcasted from the skate industry for being a YouTuber.
Yeah.
And the way I look at it, it's like, well, I just want to get paid. So
you're not you're not in the industry. You're not an industry man. So
I'm not either.
You don't have to worry about it.
In the industry, and I'm, and then I'm not really part of the YouTube world either. Like I know like Chris Chan and Andy and those guys, but that's not like my main people that I hang out with. So it's been fun. I honestly, it does not feel like work. I literally just film my day, and that's all I do.
Yeah. Well, it's impressive, because any way that you can make $1 off of skateboarding, I think is impressive.
Yeah, I feel exactly the same way. No such thing as selling out, only cashing in, right?
Yeah, and it's like that quote from the movie Pop Star. If you don't sell out, at some point people are going to assume no one ever asked you to.
I haven't heard that quote, but that'd be a good one for my tombstone.
It's a good one. Andy Sandberg, you like him?
Andy Sandberg. Yeah, I do like him.
Yeah.
Speaking of putting things on your tombstone, we mentioned Domino's earlier, and you said you were more of a Papa John's guy.
Yeah,
which is fine. No, that's completely fine because Big Zo and I said you're from, you said you're from Baltimore, so we were thinking you were from LA. We're like, oh, there's no good pizza in California. But is there a lot more Papa John's locations around Baltimore than Domino's, or do you just like the Papa John's pizza more? Because I feel like I never encountered a Papa John's till I was like 20.
Okay, so I was a Domino's guy. No, well, I was a Little Caesars guy growing up.
I loved Little Caesars when I was young, when they were around me.
Yeah, like before they fell off and then came back. I was like, yeah, very much a Little Caesars guy. And then I became a Domino's guy, and I hated Papa John's because they put too much sauce on their pizza. Wasn't a fan, but my brother and sister were. But then when I moved out to California, I got a part-time job at Papa John's, which in California, like, if you get a pizza job anywhere else, they usually pay like $4 an hour and you make tip. But in California, it's against the law to pay under minimum wage. So I was making $13 an hour plus tip. So I was making like $25 an hour fucking delivering pizzas. And I was like, oh, Papa John's rules. Like, I get free pizza. So I just like kind of developed a taste through it that way. And now I'm like, oh, I'll get Papa John's. Like the new stuffed crust pizza, I give it like a 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
No, not bad at all.
That's not bad. But when you were living in Baltimore, did you have a lot of regular pizza places, just like mom and pop shops around?
We had our spots.
No. I want to hear one spot.
It was called some super stereotypical Italian name. I want to say like Sobrano's or something like that. Oh, fuck, what was it? Not Sabaros, but I keep wanting to say Sabaros. It was one of those places where they put the cheese on first, and then they put like dollops of the sauce on top of the
like
cheese.
Uno's.
It was like a real. Yeah, it was like legitimately super good pizza.
Yeah,
that sounds good.
And you love drinking chocolate milk in the summer, for what I hear.
Yeah, that was a thing for a minute. Yeah, I still, I dabble in the chocolate milk in the summer.
Dude, I used to get some Grelic Farms Ultimate Moo at Walgreens every once in a while on a hot summer day. Be like, you know what? I'll get this Arizona, tall can of the Palmer, the Harney. But I'll get some True Moo. I'll hydrate myself with the lemonade iced tea combo.
That's the hydration
once
right
I'm
there.
hydrated with that, I'll chug this little mini. Usually go for the usually just go for the half gallon, because once you're there, it's like, what? Like get like fucking 4 times the amount for another 60 cents or whatever.
Yeah, why wouldn't you just step it up? Absolutely.
But the only problem is on those hot summer days, you got to drink it quick.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because the second that thing gets like away from like being ice cold, it's tough to drink.
It's gnarly.
Yeah, it is hectic. It almost starts curdling immediately. I was a big. Do they have Royal Farms up in Boston?
Oh yeah.
Royal Farms has a mean chocolate milk, but it's hard to find the right one because they have a whole milk version, which is rare, and then they have a 2%, which is in all their locations. So if you can get your hands on the whole milk, Royal Farms chocolate milk, that's the real spicy stuff right there.
You're gonna want the whole.
You're gonna want the whole.
Yeah, you're gonna want the whole.
I keep telling that to Tom. He's gonna want the whole.
You're gonna want the whole. Everyone keeps telling me that. My mom's like,
yeah,
"When are you gonna settle down and find a hole?"
Yeah. I mean, you just kind of nestle in it. And...
Have you two ever thought about having your mustaches arm wrestle?
The two of us?
Yeah.
I would love to try.
I mean, I feel like we could. I feel like we have similar shading going on where it gets like mighty blonde right here.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Damn, I know. So you're in California now?
Yes, yeah.
All right, I'll make my way out there, and we'll get our mustaches as close together as we can and see what they do.
So
if you get out here before September, because I'm coming out your way.
Oh, you know what? Okay, maybe we'll meet in the middle, or maybe I'll just meet you like at the Fancy Lad House.
September's coming up. It's coming around the corner.
It's coming soon. It is coming soon.
That's true. Have you got any heat from any shit talking on your YouTube videos at all?
I've been waiting for like some sort of recoil from just like, not the whole thing is like I was never anyone in skateboarding though, so it's not like anyone just like, oh, he's a fucking sucks. I was like, I never really did anything. Like I was like one pal for like 3 months as an AM, and then that was really it. Then I wrote for friendships. I don't think anyone really knew who I was. Most of the feedback have been pretty positive. Like I did a video with Leo Romero and Daewon San, so I think that sort of like slightly legitimizes my channel more so than some other YouTubers that I'm working with, like quote unquote core people. And Chris Jocelyn, like he's actually like a fan of my channel, which is kind of random. So, yeah, I haven't really got too much heat. Not yet. I know it's coming. I think I'm too small so far. If I get a little bigger, maybe I'll get more.
But like, what's I mean, you don't mind saying what your most hot button opinion is, or
my hot button opinion? Well, I mean, I talk a lot of shit on the industry, I guess, and just how. Yeah, I not so much the industry as gatekeepers. I just really fucking hate gatekeepers. They really annoy me. Like just like shit talking. Like it's cool to shit talk, but if you feel passionate about it, I'm just like, dude, you do know that we're like all playing with a toy, right? Like it's really not that deep.
Yeah.
It is just a toy.
Yeah, it's just the best toy. That's all.
Oh yeah, it is the best toy. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to downplay. Toys are great, and people just need to accept that.
You know,
Yeah.
I say that all the time too, and obviously we're all about, you know, breaking the rules and being subversive, and also, you know, we're outsiders like the YouTube skaters, outside of the realm just because of, I don't know, just our DIY of what we've done. But
Have you guys gotten some heat for being like different? Like, I mean, 'cause I feel like you guys are pretty accepted. Like your videos go on Thrasher, Adult Swim. I mean, that's like
That
the
was
real
pretty
move right
big.
there, right? Yeah, that's as big as you can go. Going outside of skateboarding is as big as you can go inside of skateboarding.
yeah, I think that we were the laughing stock of Boston until we got that video on Adult Swim, and then
I can
people
see
were
that.
like, "Oh, okay, they're actually legit."
Yeah, but only because someone else said that they're legit. That's one of my issues with the East Coast is like people in the West Coast are like more, they'll talk more behind your back, but they're like more nice to your face. But people in the East Coast just seem like a lot more bitter when it comes to skateboarding. Like the cliques are way more deep, I think, on the East Coast.
And people on the East Coast are a lot more bitter when it comes to everything, I think.
Yeah,
You
Yeah,
know? And I
which
mean,
I
there's,
like. to an
I do
extent.
like that. I do like how people are kind of just assholes all the time, but not in like, you know, you can be a dick to someone, but kind of like in a friendly way. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I like
you're just
that. Yeah,
busting
that's
their
like all my
balls. Like I
videos
like
are.
that.
Yeah,
You
just
know.
fucking with them.
okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is what I was gonna say though. Was that we just had Bill Conway on, who has that podcast, The Vert Button,
Mhm.
where he exclusively only talks about the golden age of skate videos. Which, you know, what we do is kind of breaking all the rules that they developed during the golden age of skate videos. But I kind of actually secretly like that it's such a high standard at the same time. I don't know. There's something about it when there's just people trying their absolute hardest at the same time. And I don't want to sound like a jock, but I mean, they made some great skate videos that way.
Are you
You've-
talking when we say the golden age of skate videos? We're not talking about Sorry, or what are we talking?
We are
about?
talking
Oh
about
no,
sorry.
totally
Okay.
is in the golden
Okay,
age.
so yeah, that
absolutely.
is that's what I consider.
Like
the
Welcome
golden-
to Hell, Misled Youth, Sorry, Bag of Suck.
I say,
Yeah.
And how old are you, Dan?
30. I'm about to be 34. 33.
Oh, okay, cool. So I'm 33, Big Zo 34.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay. So
Perfect.
we probably have the same golden age anyhow.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
Mm.
I love That's Life. I feel like skate videos started dying around the time of Fully Flared. Pretty Sweet was its kind of a last hurrah, and then that was pretty much the end of full length videos as far as I knew. And then there was a little island when Away Days came out. But yeah, that was pretty much all of it for me.
Yeah, I already almost like stopped caring at Pretty Sweet. I went to the Pretty Sweet premiere and I already was like,
Yeah,
this is what they call skate videos now.
Yeah, fully
Mi-
flared.
Minefield
Fully
was the
flared
last one I really
was too
choked
much. I feel like
What was it?
Minefield was the
That's
last big
what
one for
I
me.
said.
There we go.
Yeah,
There
That's
you go.
what I said. I capped it from Welcome to Hell to Minefield. Respect.
yeah.
And I forget what was the one that Bill Conway disagreed. He said it ended with. Do you remember?
No, I don't remember.
Oh well. Well, we'll never
Maybe
know.
said Yeah Right or something.
Which one?
Yeah Right, maybe that was a pretty big.
It wasn't. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well,
It was after that. Well, I'll think about it. It'll
Yeah.
be fine. It'll be on my mind.
we'll never know. What was the first video that you ever saw, Dan?
First video I ever saw was well, it wasn't. It was just one part. I saw Jason Adams' part in Label Kills at a Van skate park in Potomac Mills, and I didn't even know that there was like other skaters besides Tony Hawk. Like
Yeah.
when I played Tony Hawk Pro Skater, like all the skaters in the game have such like made up sounding names, like Bucky Lasik and like Runeglyph, where like they sound like fictional characters. So I literally thought that they were made up and Tony Hawk was real.
Mhm.
And then I saw that skate video on Jason Adams, and someone who was working there sort of explained to me, like, oh, the like skate videos are like a thing. But the first video I bought was a local video called Interstate. It's called Interstate Volume 1.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like a kind of a Maryland local video.
Does it still hold up?
The Maryland video?
Yeah.
No.
No. Oh, damn.
Well,
No.
the label,
But
that,
label Kills does.
that
Oh yeah,
label
obviously.
kills part
Obviously.
blew my mind, and it's when I learned how to Wally, and people were not doing Wallies.
Dude, so slappy grinds, cut off jeans, Wallies, and boardside hurricanes. Jason Adams, if he would have came out now, he would have been more relevant than he was then.
Yeah.
He was already ahead of like all of the trends.
And he had already had a fruitful career at that point.
Yep.
Which is the wild thing.
Yeah, the kid, man. Yeah, I've always had like the 1031 trip. Like he was on that trip, that was like pretty surreal for me because he, like I said, he was like the first video part I really saw. So I was kind of like, oh, and like I'm talking to him about his family and shit like that, and I'm just like, dude, this is crazy. Like you're such a big deal to me. Like as far as like what influenced my skating.
Which company did you like riding for the most?
Let me see. Well, honestly,
3 block excluded.
Oh, 3 block excluded. I liked the early days of friendship. The early days of friendship when Tim was like very much passionate about it and like the graphics for new artists all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I just was kind of like really into everyone on the team. I got on like the day after Jason Park got off. And then it was like the team was like, Sergio and John Hill. And then John Benton got on and Kane got on and Tubbsy got on. And I don't know, just I really liked the vibe of the company early on. And then, just sort of slowly started fizzling out.
Yeah. And our boy Seabotch rode for a minute. I don't know if you ever met him.
Hang 10 Fake Emmanuel guy?
That's him.
That boy's fucking good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? He's kind of inching his way up to the front blunt kickflip
out
guy.
Yeah.
Like he's just doing front blunt kickflips now. Just like, dude, an insane amount of them.
Yeah.
An insane
Almost
amount.
as if they're like
easy.
a kickflip off a curb.
Right.
I hate those people.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is a dick. Yell eggs.
Yeah, fuck him, dude.
It's fucking awesome. Great guy.
I know.
Great guy. Follow him on Instagram.
And also, I'm assuming that you saw Tom's part in Tweak 3 because you both do the lip slide where you go over and do a Willy Grind.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, low-C grind.
Yeah, low-C grind. Yeah, exactly.
Tom Hill.
No, that's me, Tom.
Oh, I didn't see you do that. Hi, Tom.
Yeah, of course you wouldn't
what
see
did you do it
on just the angled iron ledge in
Norwood
in 2005.
Building 19 ledge.
There's no reason you would have seen that.
No, it was in the Tweak local video.
I did look up Tweak 3 the other day, and there are a lot of parts on there with the audio back on there.
Nice, dude. YouTube's getting a little more lenient with their copyright infringements.
Dude,
That's what I like to hear for the YouTubers.
What's that?
Specifically Tweak 3, I put it in a word.
Oh, dude, thank you so much. I figured you had something to do with it.
Well, I got it buried because I wanted to get all the low-C grind pinch credit. But then now that I have so much money from YouTube, it's just like I can spare a little, little clout.
Yeah.
A little bit of clout.
You're kind of running YouTube, aren't you?
Yeah, I am the Vimeo of YouTube. What's the other one? Is it Vimeo? Vimeo. That's what it is.
Yeah, Vimeo. Yeah.
Yeah, Vimeo. There it goes.
So where do you have time? Where do you usually play chess if you were living out of your van?
I play online a bunch. Like I play like chess.com, and then my buddy, so Miles Willard, he's from Maryland too, and he moved into Long Beach right before I did, and they had a chessboard there. So whoever was coming through that house, I'd always try to play people in chess. So my first like year out here, I was like using their shower. I wasn't living there, but I was just using their shower. So getting a good bit of games in there, and then I don't know, just like a couple random friends that got into chess. My dad plays chess, so play online a little bit.
Yeah. Chess has struck the Fancy Lad compound.
Ooh.
Specifically just the Fancy Lad house. There's it did for a hot minute.
Yeah, Catan's kind of taken over.
Yeah, Catan's taken over, but chess was the hot board game where we were all playing each other for a minute. And, we're pretty good, but I'm just interested how good you really are.
I don't think I'm that good, man. I get smoked online all the time. Whenever I play someone that I've met, but though, usually like in person, I don't think I've lost a game in a couple years, but online, it's just like, dude, those guys understand like chess theory, and like they know like the first like 15 moves of that game they have memorized. They've played that, that line like 100 times. But I got pretty into it. Like I did like some studying. I read a little bit of a chess book action.
You know all the names to the opening moves and etc.
Some of them. I'm pretty big on the London Open. I don't know. Whenever Queen's Gambit comes up, I never do declined. I always accept it. I like that line more. I like to know a little bit of stuff, but I'm not by no means am I some sort of chess connoisseur or whatever.
Queen's Gambit, is that when the queen, is that a queen for queen?
No, Queen's Gambit is when someone brings out their queen. It's basically, it looks like they're giving up a pawn, but what they're doing is they're giving up a pawn for basically more room to play, and it kind of opens up some very, really lines that you can have a lot of advantage in with your bishops if the other player doesn't play the right counter moves. Mm-hmm. And I usually play into that just because I just watched a YouTube video that was 2 hours long on how to fight the Queen's Gambit as best as possible. So I usually kind of give into it.
Just to see what you can do.
Well,
yeah, and just because usually the other person doesn't expect you to.
Yeah. I gotta say, everyone at the house is pretty intermediate, but we do have a friend, Tom Cool, who I'd like to see you play him. I'd like to see who wins because he's pretty damn good.
He's pretty good.
Tom Cool's good at chess.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
He's a chess guy. I really want to play. Steve Caballero is pretty big into chess, and I've been trying to range this game because I feel like I could just play on the right side of the board and beat him. You know what I mean? Because he's kind of always over here.
It's got that tilt.
Yeah, speaking of Taco Bell, I hear his friends call him Taco Neck.
No, they do not.
Yeah, I did hear that. Because that commercial. I hear his friends call him a Taco Neck.
Yeah, that's the real reason I wrote for Pal. I was just trying to get that game going.
You saw him in the tilt mode video where he skates to "Thanks for Sending Me an Angel," where he plays that game of chess at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember that.
Oh wow!
Oh, you got
great part. You got to rewatch it.
Yeah, run that one back.
Yeah,
run that one back.
Tilt mode was definitely. I saw I've seen Man Down, but tilt mode was a whole realm of skating that I missed out on. Foreign Friends was another one that I've only seen Foreign Friends twice.
Mm. So you probably haven't seen Gary and Friends.
Yeah, but tilt mode is way more in line with your creative skating than Foreign.
Yeah, Friends. I blew it. Yeah, I should definitely.
You definitely blew it.
Oh, dude, check it out. You're gonna love it. It still exists. It's okay.
Yeah, I can pick up.
Yeah,
from
but he's
time.
not an impressionable youth.
Right, but he has this little nugget from his past that he isn't familiar with yet, and now he can have a whole fresh perspective off of it. It's like when people tell me they're about to watch Lost for the first time. I'm like, damn it, I wish I haven't watched it 8 times all the way through.
Yeah, I haven't watched Lost, so maybe I'll take a. I might go handle that one.
I'm so jealous of you.
Right now, I'm doing Peaky Blinders, so one show at a time.
Well, I heard that's pretty good.
It's really good. Have you seen Young Pope by chance?
Oh yeah, I have seen Young Pope. Young Pope is great.
And Young Pope and the New Pope was the
New Pope was awesome. I like New Pope a lot more. Yeah, John Malkovich. John Malkovich, fantastic.
Yeah, that's my favorite show.
Fantastic. We got a TVsman over here.
I know.
This is weird. Usually got a bunch of film buffs on the show.
I can't keep up with the shows because I just keep rewatching Frasier over and over again. So, which no one ever is like, oh yeah, me too.
I've seen a lot of Frasier. I'm a Frasier fan.
Do you remember the chess episode?
Fuck. What happens in it?
His dad keeps beating him in chess, and he keeps getting super fucking pissed. And he's like, Dad, play me again in chess, because I'm going to fucking beat you, dude. And then his dad's like, no, I'm a fucking cop. You're not fucking beating me.
You're not beating me.
Yeah. And that's pretty much the whole episode.
And does Frasier ever win?
Yeah, he wins at the end, but he doesn't know if his dad let him win, and then he feels bad for beating his dad in chess.
That was probably the best spin-off show ever, huh?
I think so.
Yeah.
Let's see.
What do you think?
We got Laverne and Shirley. We got Mork and Mindy.
Oh, Laverne and Shirley. So the reason I've always had
we got Better Call Saul. That's true.
Wait,
Laverne
what?
and Shirley. That was one of my favorite shows. The reason that I always had a thing for girls with short hair is because of Laverne and Shirley.
Mm. The reason I've always had a thing for girls with short hair is because of Squiggy.
Yeah. yes. We had it going on here. Yeah. That whole greaser thing, man.
Oh, absolutely. Achi machi.
Jesus Christ.
I really just like Taxi as far as old shows go.
Oh, Taxi's fantastic.
Yes.
Gotta love Taxi.
I missed out on Taxi. I've seen a couple episodes, but I never got super into it.
Andy Kaufman. Oh man, you should check it out. It's pretty good. But I mean,
I've seen some episodes.
yeah, I mean, it's a good show just to throw on and be like, oh, this is pretty enjoyable. But you know,
Yeah.
So you got any outside interests besides the skateboarding and the chess, Dan? I'm just curious.
Right now, it's just kind of like making YouTube happen. Like things have been like growing in a way that like, okay, like it seems like it's gonna keep going this way. So I've been trying to get a little bit into real estate. The DeVille, the team manager of PAL, he's into real estate, and he actually has been talking to me about doing a podcast about real estate where since I don't really know that much, it would be like watching me learn more about real estate with those two guys who know a lot about real estate. And yeah, it'd be kind of blue collar though, like, you know, it'd be like kind of like a lot of joking and stuff like that, but I don't know, that's kind of what I'm into right now.
It's like how Matt Tomasello is really into the stock market, but he doesn't let anybody know that. It's his secret. Is
he like actually into the stock market, or is he like a Dogecoin guy?
No, he's actually into it. Slash also likes playing the meme stocks.
the one, what is it? Fucking Elon Musk's cum.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, Elon Musk's cum. I think it's up right now. So
I might buy a few shares.
Damn.
Yeah, you might want to. I think it's gonna to the moon, right?
Yeah.
It's all over the moon's face.
I'd be surprised if it wasn't up. I heard it was pretty hard to keep Elon Musk's come down.
That is true. Yeah, he's got it going on. What a fucking walking meme he is. Jesus Christ.
Well, he's like a real life Bond villain.
He is. Did he not play a Bond villain? Because I feel like he did.
No, I don't think he did. But Richard Branson was in, I think, Casino Royale or Quantum of Solace briefly, but another billionaire, but not nearly as rich.
Yeah, I stopped after
Grimes.
Do I like Grimes?
You like Grimes?
No, I'm more into the sad white boy music. I like Modest Mouse and Bright Eyes and dumb shit like that.
All the music that I make fun of Matt King for liking. Although I am seeing Modest Mouse play in August.
Oh, you're stoked.
These walls are paper thin, and everybody hears every single sound.
And that helped solidify him as one of my favorite skaters when he skated to that. I was like, you know what? I always loved you, but now I really love you.
Moon in Antarctica.
They're walking in his home. What is it ever thinking about?
And you must have been psyched when Johnny Marr joined the band.
Oh my God, when Johnny Marr joined the band, I was like, finally. I was like, when he was in the Smiths, I was like, trap.
Yeah.
Then he was in Talking Heads. I was like, oh, garbage. I was like, Modest Mouse, thank God. Although,
I think when he joined the band, that's we were dead before the ship even sank, and that was when I was like, oh, I don't really like this band anymore.
Oh yeah, that's like around like Float On, right?
It was right after Float On.
Okay.
Yeah.
The
so good news for people who love that is it actually had some bops on it, but then after that, it was just slowly downhill.
You know, there's a couple of tracks off that album though that I actually do like.
No, I agree. The Carbon one, I forget what it's called.
I like Spittin' Venom and the Fly with One Wing or whatever that song's called.
Well, I like the
Fly Trapped in a Jar, maybe.
Yeah, Fly Trapped in a Jar. That is a jam.
Yeah.
Well, also the song from Misled Youth, which is what, Shit Luck? Is that what that one's called? And also
that's an early one though.
And then Tiny City Made of Ashes. Is that from Art Bars? Is that the one?
No,
they used a bunch of it in Good Times Are Killing Me.
No, in Art Bars, it's
what's it called?
Wes, and he skates to Colored Television. What the fuck's that song called? I can't think of the name of that song, and it's driving me nuts. But yeah, he skates some song off of.
So you like the Eminem more than Built to Spill, the BTS?
So Modest Mouse was like my entry level, as it is for a lot of people, into like not mainstream music. So I have a real big soft spot for them. Yeah, like them and the Shins and but yeah, Built to Spill like later on. Like I'm pretty big into Built to Spill now. Lately I've been on a pretty big
man, I hope Matt King's listening right now, because when I visited him in Chicago, he was listening to the Shins' Caring is Creepy. And
he wasn't just watching Garden State.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
But Sight Unseen.
Sight Unseen. No, he doesn't watch old videos.
He was listening. Yeah, he was listening to the Shins' Caring is Creepy, and I was like, "Can I please charge my phone? Like, I have to get on an airplane and I need my phone to be charged." And he was like, "Yeah, I just don't feel like listening to that like '80s robot music that you're gonna put on." And I was like, "Oh yeah, sorry, I'm not putting on this fucking Garden State soundtrack bullshit."
Oh god.
Oh, but it was inside on scene.
And it was, just for the record, it was John West skated to A Different City by Mom.
Thank you.
House.
That's
Not
it.
Thank you.
Tiny
you.
City name.
Took me a
not,
second.
Not,
Thank
yeah.
you. Thank
I was
you.
like, when I was saying it, I was like, I feel like that's the one that I always think it is, but it's the other one with City
Yeah.
in the title on the same album.
Yeah. Tiny City Made of Ashes is the drinking Coca-Cola going right on down my throat.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's a jam.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna when I see Isaac Brock, I'll tell him that you think that.
Yeah,
When I
you
go
should
see
tell.
him in Knockouts.
Actually, I saw them in Chicago, and when they did Tiny City Made of Ashes, he went into some weird freestyle, or he like added all these lyrics to that song, and it sounded so fucking rad. And I looked everywhere to like find a live recording, and I couldn't. It was something about like a black rose. I don't know. It was really weird, but it was pretty sick.
I like
Actually
when
saw them in
bands.
Chicago.
I like when bands do that. Speaking of Talking Heads, like when they the Psycho Killer adds a different verse in the live album.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, and stop making sense.
Oh, I was talking about
Or-
the name of this band is Talking Heads.
Oh, in that one, okay, No, that makes more sense.
Yeah,
Because but Psycho Killer also in Stop Making Sense is different.
it's different.
They started off all weird, with
But he
the,
adds a different verse in that
whole different verse.
Yeah, it starts with "I passed out hours ago." I don't think you remember that line from the studio version.
What happened?
No, that's not in there.
He's sadder than you'll ever know.
Why? What happened?
He closed his eyes on this sunny day.
Okay, so he closed his eyes. It was sunny out.
I'm
and he
keeping up.
passed
Go
out,
on.
And now he is sadder than I'll ever know.
Wait, but then he says, "Say something once, why say it again?" I feel like that is in the actual song. Anyway,
Well, I mean, maybe he just reuses that line.
maybe.
Yeah.
But which is weird. Say something once, why say it again? And then he says it twice. God, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
know,
know.
that's
He's an
actually kinda
artist.
bad. I don't
He's
know.
an artist, clearly. We just don't understand.
Do you make any music, Dan?
I do not. I don't really do anything creative.
You're not a scartist?
No, not a scartist. I've
So I
been
assume
fictional
every-
bands, but none of us play anything.
I assume every creative skater is a scartist, you know? I mean, you are through your skating. I mean, Matt's the same way. He's not really creative in any other field besides his skating.
Yeah. I just like talking shit and slappy grinds. I'm not really like good at stuff. Like my dad's good at everything, and then like I feel like I had to like work really hard to like develop any sort of skill in anything. So music was definitely not for me. That's too tedious.
Mm-hmm. So what's your least favorite brand? Let's hear it right now.
Least favorite skateboard brand?
Yep.
I don't know. Destructo Trucks. That one's pretty terrible.
Board brand.
Oh, board brand?
Destructo Trucks boards.
Destructo Truck skateboards. Let me think. That illegal Civ seems kind of whatever. Because I just don't know.
I was always confused as to what that was. I was like, wait, is
I
this a
honestly
board
don't know.
company? Yeah.
I honestly don't know. Like companies like fucking awesome. I'm not a huge fan of it, but like I get it. So like those ones I don't dislike. I'm like that makes sense. Like they're edgy or whatever. I think their name sucks, but it makes sense. I don't know. Least favorite board? Oh, Fancy Lad for sure.
There we go.
Nice.
Right on the tip of your tongue.
And why?
Oh, geez. Because Fancy Lad is literally the embodiment of every skate video after the credits in 2006. Just goofing off and having fun, and you know what I mean?
Damn it.
I'd rather fucking
Fuck you,
watch
man.
someone jump on the rail, dude.
Fuck, he actually has this figured out. I can't
God
tell if he
damn it.
actually
So he's aware.
heard me say
Yeah.
that before, or
Damn
if he actually, came to that
Yeah.
conclusion on his
I like
own.
I
This is
watched the
information we don't like to tell the people out there because then they're going to figure it out.
Yeah, the last Fancy Lads video I saw, I was like, am I 55 minutes into PJ Ladd's Wonderful Horrible Life? Like, what's going on here? Like, what song is this?
Yeah. The Universal?
What's
Yeah.
Universal?
In all after the credits video. It's a revolutionary. Oh, it was the song.
It was
used
the
in,
end credits theme from the
Oh,
PJ,
yeah.
PJ One for
Blur.
Horrible Life.
Yeah, God.
Great Escape.
What's
Yeah,
that guy doing now?
the all after credits video. It's a revolutionary idea. Think about
Well,
it.
you know, what's funny is that's what everyone loved. That's why my YouTube videos work right now, because being a kid, you know, we cared a lot about the tricks, right? Like that was exciting, but who didn't stay tuned after the credits to see a little bit of like, you know, what's my favorite skater like? Or like, what is it like to hang out with people who are on this level of skating? And, you know, skateboarders are such fucking voyeurs. You know, that's why skaters have so many Instagram followers, because we all want to see what the other skaters are doing.
Yeah.
So it's like seeing like a 20-minute version of that on YouTube. It makes sense. And I'm surprised people didn't jump on it sooner.
Yeah. People do reach out to me occasionally saying like, why don't you start like a Fancy Lad like Twitch or something where it's just Fancy Lad daily like life at the house or something like that. I'm like, that sounds like a lot of work.
Well, you could just do it like me. I edit for an hour because all my videos are just like raw. There's no music, there's no editing, there's no text. And I film for usually like 3 hours, and then I edit for 1 hour, and that's a full video.
Damn.
It's actually pretty low effort, especially because like the reason it's easier for me, I always say, is because like I'm friends with people like Zach Dolling and like Craig. Like these dudes are like super good at skating. So like I can get 20 minutes of footage of really cool tricks in like 30 minutes of skating. So you having Matt and then all these creative skaters, it'd be really fucking easy for you guys to do like a YouTube channel of some sort.
It's true, but we prefer to film for a year and make film for a year or two and make a video that's, you know, 50 minutes rather than a 30-minute video every day. So we're in it for we're in it for the quality.
Yeah.
Not the
Quality over
quantity.
quantity.
Yeah. But trust me, it's tempting. Don't think it's not tempting.
Yeah, I mean, you guys would definitely make some money off of that, that's for sure. But I think like waiting for the skate video and kind of keeping that alive is, I don't know, that's kind of rad. Like right now I'm filming for a full part, and it's kind of interesting to juggle like my daily videos and then be like, okay, like not going to put any of this on YouTube because I'm going to save it for a part.
Right.
But it's like I've already been filming all day. It's definitely kind of a weird balance.
Yeah. To have that filter.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be like, is this good enough for YouTube? Is this Instagram? What is it? It's so fucking cringy to think about, but it's literally the life that I live now. So that's where I am.
No, that's reality. I mean, we think the same thing, just Instagram and video. We don't have that third YouTube wheel going.
Maybe you could do an OnlyFans. That's getting a little bit more mainstream and outside of like you know, nudity.
I've thought about it, but Tom refuses to go full nude.
Why not? I've seen him naked, and like, it's not like, okay, like size is whatever, but he has like a real good shape, you know?
It's just, I feel like if I went full nude on the Fancy Lad account, it would diminish the value of my full nude private account. You know?
That's,
Can't
well,
just,
you
like,
could link
do both.
it. Like you could center you out on the OnlyFans, and like maybe you could click the blurry part, and that would send them to your personal one.
It just put like add a little tiny baby link over my little tiny baby penis.
Yeah.
Or a really big link so you don't give away
good shape.
size.
With good shape.
Such good
Don't
shape.
forget about the shape.
Yeah, shape's all that matters. It's not about the size. It's about the shape. Fuck the motion in the ocean. It's all shape.
Yeah. It's about the shape of the boat.
It's the shape of the gape.
Yeah. The shape of the gape. Jesus.
Dan, I'm sure that you have got a million questions for us.
At least.
I have a lot of questions for you guys.
I'm sure.
Why'd you guys take so long to put John Benton on?
I mean, we've
mentioned this. I feel like that's a better question for Benton, right?
Yeah, we've mentioned this before because this is going back to the video / Instagram. I tried to be like, Benton, I'll put you on the team if you start filming VX clips for the actual video. And then he was like, every time he had an idea for a trick, he would film it on Instagram and be like, oh, yeah, let's go back and film it on the VX. And I'd be like, but you just fucking released it to the public. Like, everyone already saw it. That trick's dead. Because you couldn't save yourself from just releasing it to Instagram.
Yeah. He needed that dopamine hit immediately. He can't wait a fucking year.
He can't wait a fucking year.
No,
So
but he's getting a lot better at it now.
Yeah, he's all about it now.
And
which
now
I do
he's like,
like.
man, I feel like this would be better on the VX. And like, yeah, dude. Like, and me personally, anytime anyone is like, can you film this? I'm like, do you want me to film it on the VX? Because like, if I'm gonna film it, like, and they're like, I don't know if it's good enough for the VX. Maybe it is. Maybe it'll look way better than you think on the VX. And you know what? We don't have to use it for the video. If it doesn't look, if it's still not a great trick, just fucking put it on your Instagram in a few weeks.
Yeah, just use the VX angle. Wait,
just use the VX angle. Just fucking wait.
Yeah, and I think John's such a good fit for like VX clips too, because he likes getting those like grittier spots, and I don't know, he has like a very
up.
all of his stuff looks so much better on VX. I mean, he does a good job doing all his self-filming stuff, but I mean, the shit just looks so much cooler if you're just getting up there, you know?
Yeah,
he's got a good style. He's good. You know, VX is just going to help make that look even better.
Yeah, to have that camera zipping around in all kinds of weird angles.
Oh yeah, so you know how to film with a VX.
Yeah, you just shake it. Yeah. Wherever they're going, you move in the opposite direction, and you just let the distortion just really kick into second gear.
This guy knows.
Yeah, he should film us when he comes.
Yeah, you looking to film us when you get out here?
I'm gonna film I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna exploit the shit out of you guys for my YouTube video, and then I'll point a VX at you. How's that?
Oh, dude, that's fucking sick. If you can get us YouTube T-shirts, we're down.
I will get you so many YouTube T-shirts. I'll get you, whatever you want, man.
2 YouTube T-shirts. So
well, okay, I didn't not whatever you want.
Oh, okay. I guess just the one.
Well,
just the one.
Let's hear your sponsors. Let's hear your plugs real quick.
Okay, my sponsors. I don't. Okay.
Or just plugs. You know, where people can check you out. Or all of them. You know?
we got 3 Block skateboards, and then I mean, I like a lot of stuff. I don't even want I don't even feel like I can list the sponsors. Like I get stuff from Bones, but
you get Bones Bearings, right?
Yeah, but it's like, well, they're my friends. Acid Chemical Co. Wheels.
Mm-hmm.
So you get shit from?
But I don't ride for them.
He gets bearings from Bones, but he gets wheels from Acid.
I was like, you get shit from Bones, but then you're sponsored by Acid. Okay.
Yeah.
I got confused.
And then my YouTube channel. That's it. I ride for YouTube.
That's fucking
And your YouTube channel is
my name, Dan Corrigan.
All right.
And there
you go.
That's how you find it on YouTube.
That's it. You just typed in my name.
Any other social media that you wanna? You got an Instagram, a TikTok,
OnlyFans. I know you were talking about that a lot.
I have an Instagram. It's just Dan_Corrigan_Zugzwang.
It's just that simple.
That's just that simple. That's all I got.
Hey, and for all the people, I typed in Dan Corrigan earlier, and it was the first thing to come up for me because you're followed by other skaters, so. The algorithm, trust the algorithm, it'll tell you.
Yeah, trust the algae, you know?
Trust the algae.
In the algae we trust.
That,
so say
people
we all.
trip out about Scientology, but I can't wait for, social media religion to really take over.
Really, we had our friend Jason Lee on recently, and he wasn't tripping about Scientology at all.
Did he talk about it at all?
No, we didn't have him on.
You just have Fasters?
Yeah,
we just had Fasters. We're still waiting.
So we pretend like it was Jason Lee.
Yeah, when I was at Braille, a lot of people were asking about the whole Scientology thing, and I was just like, I don't know, I don't know how I feel about the whole Scientology thing because I'm just like, no one's giving Lance Mountain, Steve Caballero a lot of shit for being Christian, and I don't know, I feel like Christianity has murdered millions of people, and Scientology just threatens people and tries to cancel them. You know what I mean? I just feel like, I don't know, leave religion out of it.
There's no need to talk about it.
I was going to say, those are good words of wisdom. And, I wish that you said those words 5 minutes ago. But, Dan, thanks again for being on the podcast. And
thanks for having me.
I look forward to meeting you IRL.
It'll happen. You
got your vax, bro?
Yes, I'm ready to roll. I have the antibodies and the vax.
Dude, double down.
Dude,
yeah, I'm very not COVID-y.
Hell yeah, bro.
All right, because I know word on the street is you get a lot of COVID.
I've only had COVID once.
Word on the street, Dan Corrigan, very COVID-y.
and I fake it though, so not COVID-y at all.
for the attention. I get it.
Right.
Yeah.
Fovity.
Yeah,
All right.
Fovity.
Yeah.
Well, I look forward to these chess matches that are gonna take place at the Fancy-Lad headquarters, and that'll be good. That'll be good fodder for your YouTube channel.
And I look forward to our mustache arm wrestle match.
I have so much to look forward to.
Yeah. Well, you got my number, so I'm just gonna say, stay in touch. It was great talking to you,
You too. Thanks for having me on.
and keep skating.
Number
Oh,
one,
keep
keep
skating.
skating. Oh, dude, hell yeah.
Don't let the fame go to your head. Keep skating.
I'm gonna let the fame go to my head, but I'm also gonna keep skating.
You can do both.
All right.
You can do
Perfect.
both.
Perfect.
You can.
As long as you keep skating.
All right. Thanks a lot, man.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
All right, gentlemen. Later.
All right. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Peace.
Yeah.
And we are back.
And you know what? That was a good guest.
That was a great guest.
Yeah.
And Dan Corrigan.
Dan Corrigan Trail.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God, how I loved playing the Dan Corrigan Trail.
We should have asked him about the Corrigan Trail more.
The PC game?
Yeah, the PC game. I feel like I was also on Mac. I feel like I played it on Macs in Computer Lab.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm trying to say, is that it was a school computer game.
School computer game, now presumably available for download on iOS and Android devices. Who's to say?
Yeah, and I know a lot of people out there are like, I'm really glad that I took typing as a class in high school. It made me a much better typer. Now I know where my fingers go, and I can type at an exponentially faster rate.
Listen, ASDF space JKL semi space. That's all
Listen,
you need to know.
you're not going to fucking tell me which fingers I'm going to use for which letters. I'm going to switch up every finger between every letter. Every time I use an A, I'm going to use a different finger. I don't give a fuck.
And I'm going to alternate between my left index finger and my right index finger, regardless of how far away the key is from said fingers.
Yep.
I'm alternating every time, and I'm pecking away slowly. T, H,
Right.
O, M,
and if
A, S. Even though A, S are right next to each other, you think, Tom, you could go A, S.
Nope.
No, I'm going to alternate fingers. A, S.
And if there was a fucking
Space.
button small enough, I would use my penis. But literally, the only thing that it fits in are those little teeny holes.
The
that
little
you need to
reset
poke
buttons.
to reset.
The reset
exactly.
buttons, right.
Yeah.
And you're like, damn, this fucking sewing needle's too girthy because it's made for denim.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what? I'll use my ween.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? Might get a little sexual pleasure out of it at the same time.
That's true. I wasn't even thinking that.
So you first you type in, on the, you have a calculator.
Ween.
Right. So you have the calculator and you're typing in 22378008. You hold it upside down, you're looking at it. It says boobless. Poke that reset button right then.
Dude, hell yeah.
And that's a nice Saturday night right there.
If there's nothing else that I learned from growing up is that a calculator can either spell boobless, expel boobies, and expel boobs.
It could do all the boob variations.
And
It could use boob as well.
just boob.
So you could have singular, plural,
just one
or
boob.
just know that there are none.
Yeah.
Zero.
And I really don't know what else a Texas Instrument is good for.
That's a good question. Although there were some hacks where you got some of those sweet games. Like I remember having Break Bricker on my scientific calculator.
Games.
Games.
Are games the only thing that's important to you, Tom?
When it comes to calculators, yes.
Games are just a distraction from reality.
Well, as you know, I'm a math scientist, so I don't even need a calculator, really.
That's true.
So the only thing I use a calculator for is Brick Breaker and typing out boobs, boobies, or boobless.
God, I love to see it.
In that order.
Yeah.
And then obviously resetting that sweet reset button.
Don't get me started.
But anyways, Dan Corrigan was a real nice guest.
Yeah.
And you know, I would implore people to check out his YouTube page.
It's true.
If that's your style.
Yeah, if you like have all this fucking time in the world
To
where
watch
you can
YouTube
watch
stuff.
like people post on YouTube every day, I would
Well,
say
that's a
go
lot of
ahead.
people just watch YouTube instead of TV shows these days. You know, it's like that's what they like. They like to watch YouTube.
They like reality.
They like the real thing. They like the real homemade stars. They like their Twitch.
It's a reality TV show that you could trust, really.
Mm-hmm. Unlike that sneaky, slithering survivor.
Or that fucking Real World.
Oh my God, don't get me started. Or dude, I mean, I was a big fan of Real World Road Rules Challenge.
Same.
That was my shit. And Road Rules was also very cool.
And I think that's where Theo Vaughn made his first appearance.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yell Exit Theo.
So that's how you know it's fucking bullshit. Open your goddamn eyes, okay? Hollywood is fake.
It's fake.
They're telling you lies, okay? You think Theo Vaughn was a fucking Road Rules challenger, just some Joe Schmo off the street? No, he's an aspiring comedian who obviously is going to take the audition to get the fucking part.
Yeah, that's why everyone on reality shows, they're all aspiring actors, aspiring musicians, aspiring politicians, aspiring reality TV show contestant winners.
Everyone's goddamn aspiring, and if they're not, they're aspirin.
You're either aspiring or you're perspiring, and either way, you stink.
Mm-hmm. Speak on it. I guess on that note, I'll say until next time.
Oh, I mean, there's probably something else you want to say to all the fans out there.
Yeah. ...
Oh, okay. Ellipses.
Keep on rocking in a free world.
Oh, hell yeah, there it is.
Yeah.